guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing something slightly different today. I am going to be sharing a speed build with you that I did in The Sims. I absolutely love playing The Sims. I play The Sims all the time. I think I've mentioned it in previous videos, so it shouldn't be that surprising to most people. But I've never shared it on my channel before, so I thought, why not share it? I love watching other people do speed builds on YouTube, so I thought, why not share a build of my own? So that's what I'm doing today. I hope you guys like it. I am building a starter home. I wanted just to do a small build, 20,000 simoleon budget, and I also wanted it to be a tier 2 tiny home. I really struggle making the tier 1 tiny homes. I just don't understand how are you supposed to get everything you need in a tier 1 tiny home. So I always aim for a tier 2 because they're my favourite kind of houses to build. I love playing in small houses where you don't lose your sim. So yes, that is what I've done today. I wanted to go for a kind of a boho style. I didn't want it to be strictly boho, so it's not fully boho, but I wanted to get those vibes in, just use the items that I like, really. I didn't restrict myself on packs. I don't have all of them, but I do have quite a few. So again, I'm not 100% sure which packs I've used. I've definitely used Eco Lifestyle because of the door, and I also used... Did I use something else from Eco Lifestyle? Maybe I didn't. I also used the new Snowy Escape pack. Well, not the new one, but it's fairly new. And I've definitely used the new expansion pack, the Dream Home Decorator, because that pack just speaks to me on another level. I absolutely love it. The gameplay's amazing. Maybe I'll have to do a video devoted to that pack because I do really like it. But the actual shell of the house is coming together now. It's just a box, really, with a little bump out on the side and a couple of porches. I do like a porch, so I always like to include one on my builds. There's also a back porch, but I haven't got around to doing that one just yet. Yeah, I really like this build actually. As I was doing it, I wasn't totally convinced that I was gonna like the end result, but I do really like it. You can see here, I'm just taking away all the windows that I placed. I didn't know where to place the windows because normally I do place the windows first on the outside and then do the floor plan, and I adjust them if I need to. But even on the outside of this build, I just did not know where to put the windows. So yeah, I pretty much delete every window that I place down pretty much. But I think it looks alright in the end. It's not too pretty from the outside in terms of where the windows are placed, but they look good from the inside, and that's all that matters really, in my opinion. That lofted area and deleting that floor was a nightmare. I think I did it about 3 times. I think I had to redo it because it just kept putting the floor back. But it's fine, we got there in the end. I got my lofted space of dreams. I also have an absolute nightmare with... Oh yes, I did use something from Eco Lifestyle. Sorry, I used the flooring. I love that flooring, the wood flooring, the pale one. That's from Eco Lifestyle. It's my favourite wood flooring in the game. Absolutely love it. So yeah, I just thought I would drop that in while I was looking at it. But I had an absolute nightmare with the bathroom. You'll see in a minute, I think. I'm not exactly sure when I pop it in, but yeah, I had to change the shape of the bathroom quite a bit because of the outside. You'll see, I'll talk over it again when we get to it. But I just put a bed down as kind of filler furniture just because I wanted to make sure I was going to be able to fit a double bed up there. And now I'm moving on to the kitchen. So I'm using the cabinets from Dream Home Decorator. I've just used a cheap base game fridge there. I put a corner piece on here just to kind of finish off the kitchen a little bit. I use one of the cheapest sinks, but I do actually really like that sink. I think it looks really cool. And I also use the new oven and electric stovetop from the Dream Home Decorator pack because, again, they're just my favourite things. I absolutely love them. I'm trying to find a window to put in the kitchen at this point, and I just could not find one that I like. I feel like The Sims is really missing a window that fits that space, like long and skinny, but not too skinny. I do like the Eco Lifestyle one, but it was too big for that wall, which is a little bit sad. But I ended up going back for the base game one, I believe. Yeah, the base game one. And I think it looks okay. It serves its purpose, and it's just another window in the house. So yeah, it's also a little bit cheaper as well, which I don't mind. I make the kitchen a little bit smaller here too because I was just about to place the couch and the TV, and I realised that I was probably not going to fit it in if I had an extra cabinet, counter, whatever. Yeah, so I definitely wanted to make sure I had a nice big TV in here. And now I'm just playing around with what kind of couch I wanted to put in. I really wanted to use the new sectional couches that came with Dream Home Decorator because I love those. I think they're really cool. But I think they were just a little bit too big for the space. I do try here to fit it in, but I just wasn't convinced. I was convinced. It looked okay because I twiddle with the door here, move it along, and then move the couch along a little bit. But I really wanted to have a table in there as well, and I wasn't fitting a table in with that big couch. Which is a shame because I do really like the couch. I like it in this blue. It's kind of like a grey blue, greeny grey blue. I'm not really sure. I do really like it in that swatch, but I decided to swap it out in a second. I put a bin in there, and I also popped that plant down, which is just my favourite plant. I don't know whether it's base game. I think it's base game, but absolutely obsessed. And it's like I put it everywhere, in every house that I ever built. But here you can see I've just picked the couch from Snowy Escape. I do like this couch as well. I like the cushions on there. And I've just changed the coffee table to that bluey colour because I wanted to have a bit of that bluey colour in the build. I just didn't know where to put it, so I decided to change colours for that. And now I'm moving on to the little dining area. I just popped it here next to the couch with just two chairs. I mean, no more than 2 people are living in this house, so 2 chairs are plenty. But you can see here I'm messing around with the swatches of things quite a bit because I could not decide what colour scheme I wanted. I ended up settling on this one with the kind of like creamy couch and then the white chairs. I feel like they looked really nice as a combination, especially with that greeny blue coffee table. It also matches the back door that I chose. I chose the back door from Nifty Knitting. So yeah, I felt like the colours just work really well. And the blue in this little plant here that came with Eco Lifestyle, I just think it all ties in really nicely. I also placed that rug from Dream Home Decorator, as well as a TV stand. That's from Dream Home Decorator as well. And now I'm furnishing the bathroom for the first time. I've not got around to where I have to mess with it yet, but I do decorate the whole bathroom and then have to come back to it because I realised I needed to change the shape because the outside looked really weird. But it's just a standard bathroom, tiny window in there. I use that little rug from, I've just forgot the name of the pack, and I've literally just been talking about it, Snowy Escape. And then that's all just base game bathroom furniture in there. Bathroom furniture, do you call it furniture? I don't know. Anyway, I'm moving on to painting the walls. Painting the walls, I'm just gonna say that. And I went for this blue colour. We know blue is my favourite colour by now, so yeah, I just thought this looked really nice. And it just tied in with the little blue accents that I was already using. So the blue coffee table I think it matches perfectly. So now I'm just moving up into the lofted bedroom area. I start off with this bed because I liked the pale wood and the like pale blue colour, but I do end up swapping that out in a second because I didn't like the pink. Is it pink? It looks pink to me. And I don't really like it, so yeah, I end up swapping that out in a second. I've also placed down the bedside tables from Dream Home Decorator, but I end up swapping them out as well because, I don't know, the vibes just, I didn't quite like them. I'm using that plant again there, as you can see, but in the blue swatch. I just think it's such a beautiful plant. And we've also got the base game, I'm pretty sure the base game, hanging lights there. I love doing hanging lights in the bedroom. It's like my dream to have a light hanging from the ceiling on my bedside table. So yes, I chose to do those here. You can see I'm just moving the bed over because I popped down the wardrobe from Snowy Escape and I felt like they just needed a little bit of extra room around that side of the bed. So I squidged it over and then I used these side tables from Snowy Escape and I just sized them down and then popped the plant in the other corner just to fill that awkward space there. And I really like it. I put some curtains up against the curtains. No, I put the curtains against the windows. Just base game white ones. I like just a plain white curtain. And then I also placed this rug, which is from Eco Lifestyle. That's my favourite rug in the game. Absolutely obsessed. So yeah, I just popped that down. Now I'm going fixing the outside. You can probably see that there's like this weird little bump out. Do I do it now or do I do maybe I do the paint the outside first. Anyway, you could probably see at the back then that I had like this little cutout which needed fixing, so I'll go back and fix that in a second, which is when I have to redo the whole bathroom because yeah, then there's like this whole extra square in the bathroom. But I'm painting the bottom of the build now in this gorgeous stone. Look, you can see that where the top just hangs over. Yeah, it's not pretty. So we had to fix that. There we go. I'm just fixing that now. But yeah, I'm painting the bottom this pretty stone, and then I go in and fix the bathroom. So there's that awkward little square there now. So I just make the bathroom a little bit bigger, and I move the toilet into it. The toilet is actually floating. I don't know if you can tell, but the toilet is in fact floating. I went to take my screenshots and yeah, it was floating along with the toilet paper. So yeah, that was funny. That was funny when I went to take my screenshots. But I put some of the kitchen counters in the bathroom just to fill up that space and use the bigger mirror from Dream Home Decorator. I just use the cheap sink just to save a bit of money. And I also pop these towels down just to pop a little clutter in. I also put the little pot of toothbrushes on that little shelf of the mirror. I think that looks really cute. I'm just fiddling with it to try and get it at the perfect point, but I get there eventually. It just takes a little bit of fiddling. But yeah, that is the new shape of the bathroom. I think it looks really nice. I think it looks better than it did before. There's a lot more space now. But I'm just going in and popping the back porch on and just making sure that the Sims can get out the back of the house. I just copied the stairs over to the back. I decided not to put railings on the stairs. One, because it would have cost more money. And two, I just think it looks pretty cool without any banisters on. I'm not sure. But now I'm painting the top of the house and I decided to go for this white paneling. I really like the look of white paneling on houses, so that's what I decided to do. I also decided to take it down into that little bump out area there, just to give it a little bit of a pop, a little bit of a difference. And I'm just copying over the roof to make the back porch undercover because yeah, I think the back looked a little bit flat, so I wanted to add a little bit of dimension to it. I'm just putting on my cheats to find the debug landscaping because your gal couldn't afford landscaping afterwards. I was having trouble though. I didn't think that the plants jumped up to the foundation height. I didn't paint the foundation. I'll fix that before. I'll fix that before I put it on the gallery, don't worry. I literally just remembered then as I was looking at the foundation of the house. But that's fine. I didn't think the plants had the issue of jumping up to the foundation anymore. But I was having real trouble, so I had to lower it. Then of course I lowered it way too much and it was sunken right into the ground. So I was like, why is this bush not sitting right? Then I realised I just lowered it too much. But if you didn't know, you can type in bb.show hidden objects and then bb.show live edit objects, and you can get plants that are used in the world. So I really like these little bushes with the blue flowers. Again, I just felt like it really matched the house, and then I popped some of these little trees around, and then I popped some of these hedges sized down around the side of the house, and then popped some of these blue flowers just underneath it, just to bulk it out a bit, give the space a bit more depth. And then I do the exact same on the back, so I just size one of these ones down and pop it there and move the bin around to the other side, just in that little cubby hole there. Cubby hole? Little corner. I don't know. And I think it looks really nice. Popped another tree at the back, just giving it a little bit of greenery. I also found these little planter boxes with the lavender inside. I've never seen them before. Ooh. But I absolutely love them. I love lavender, so I just popped those on that side. And then I had one of those bushes left over, so I just thought I'd pop it under there. I then find some of these little low-line bushes just to pop around the bottom of the tree, because I felt like it needed a little bit of something. And then I just pop the stairs back, which is a bit of a pain, but it's fine. We got there in the end. I really like the landscaping. I think it looks really cool, and just fills out the space. I would have liked to have had a bit more of a backyard, but it's fine. That's something that I always do whenever I get a little bit more money in the game. I always expand my garden and put a little fence around there. So I decided just to put a little table in the back, because I wanted something just to make it seem like it was a garden. I loved the blue on this brolly, but I hated the fact that the table was black. And then the matching chairs, like the colour of the matching chairs are brown on the back, and I couldn't figure out whether I wanted to do it or not, but I did. I think it looks okay. And I also put a black barbecue as well, just to tie in the black detailing. And I think it looks really cute. I think it looks nice. Like I said, I would rather have had a real fenced in back garden, but that's something that I can do when I get a bit more money. So I'm now adding some lights to the exterior just so that it's lit up in the dark. And I also do some terrain paint now, so I make a little pathway. I love the stone that I've used. That's probably one of my favourite ones. I always use that. Whenever I'm doing a path, I always use that one. And then I also add in a letterbox. I had a nightmare trying to find these letterboxes. Obviously you can tell that I'm British in this moment, because I was like, letterbox, postbox, what do I call it? And I was like, mailbox, because like mailbox is more American. Yeah, so I was like typing in letterbox. It was a bit of a nightmare, but I found it in the end. And I'm using this one that hangs on the wall from Snowy Escape. I think it is so pretty. And I also changed it into this like creamy swatch. And I just think it looks really, really nice on the build. So yeah, that is basically everything. I think I'm just adding a trim onto the exterior of the house, just between the bottom and the top, just to really show the difference between the stone and the paneling. It does start to clip inside, so I will sort that out before I upload it to the gallery. Hopefully I can sort that out. It might just be the trim, I might have to take it off, but we'll see. But that is basically everything, and now we're on to the screenshots. So I really hope you enjoyed the build. Please give it a like if you enjoyed, and also don't forget to subscribe down below so that you never miss one of my videos. And I will see you again really soon with another one. Bye guys!